Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's been an eventful last few hours to say the least, and I literally keep saying I've got loads of videos that I need to edit and put up on the channel, but I'm doing this as I'm going to just literally upload this straight from this iPhone video. But you'll see before me a old speckled hen glass and this lovely box Old Master Hen. My friend lives near a Waitrose, and his wife very kindly went and picked me one of these up, and he brought it to work to me today. Now, I wasn't sure what temperature to have this, so I just thought speckled hen, literally that's good cold room temperature. It's a good beer to really chill right down or have it a little bit warmer. So what I've done with this is I have had it in basically my cool bag that I take to work with the ice packs in there, and then I've come home and I've just popped it in the fridge. So I would say this is going to be sort of lightly chilled. It is 26 degrees in here. So the thing is, I think what you have to remember with a beer like this at 7% ABV, which you're not going to gulp this. So even if you pour it out slightly chilled, it's going to warm up. It's going to warm up just by being in your hands, just by being in the atmosphere. So anyway, in the background, I've got somewhere, there it is, a citronella candle burning, because last night the flies were trying to get in on the action and I don't want any of that. But anyway, the reason that I want to, I'm not even going to say review this beer, but it's more of a talk about it and let's see if I can enjoy it. Is literally in Leicester. Oh, the last few hours, the rain. I've lived in Leicester all my life. I've never seen rain like that. I've lived at this house since 2005. I've never seen rain like that, and unfortunately, the manhole, we have a manhole in the sort of like the carport. It's all coming down. We've got work to do on it, and about 5 or 6 houses one way all go to that manhole, and one house next door go to that manhole, and it's about I'd say it's probably about 5 foot deep. Then out in the street it goes to probably at least 7 or 8. It's very deep, and the rain was so bad that when I took the manhole cover off, because I could see it bursting out in the streets, it was half full, and I slowly watched it fill and fill and fill as the drains network outside couldn't take it, until I watched it overflow and flood the carport and flood the garage and just form a river. Luckily not anything in the house, but even so, and I kept thinking to myself, 5 or 6 houses worth of end of the day toilet stuff. I was expecting sort of like a bit of a G.I. Joe to come leaping out, but thankfully it didn't. Anyway, so I decided, right, that's it, I'm having this beer tonight. I don't care, because even though it is quite warm in here, the air's cleared, and I feel the need to enjoy this beer. So I'm going to share it with you, and I am going to do this in one take. I'm not going to edit it. The knife is purely because I do not want to ruin this packaging, because as much as the beer is going to be quality, I know it is, the packaging is quality as well. It's absolute quality. Quite a bit of reflection coming from somewhere. So I don't want to, I feel as if I need to put this in a more of a different glass, more of a sort of like a large sort of like wine beer sort of glass. But Old Speckled Hen goes in here, the shape of this glass, and this is, it's big brother, I suppose. So apparently this is in a sleeve. So I want to get this. Oh, here it comes. Oh, it's a bit at the bottom as well, because I don't want to ruin this box, because I want to keep this. I want to display this. Now, oh, look at this. Now you'll notice as well behind me, there's like a bit of a green glow. So I've set the bar lights to green because it is a Greene King brew. Now I'm a big fan of speckled hen, and me and Craig, my celiac friend Craig, he has the gluten-free speckled hen, and it is a good one. If you blind tested the gluten-free one and the normal spec, you can't tell the difference. The only difference is the gluten-free one's a bit more expensive, but you know, it's a great all-round go back to beer. Now, even though I've been smashing some of these like highly hopped West Coast IPAs and session IPAs and really hoppy pales, you can still go back to your trad beer that you really like. Now, I like the trad beer bit because I had to sort of like think on that for a minute when Crumbly Bear Beard, I keep calling him Bear. He's going to change his name if I keep saying it. So hard to say. Crumbly Bear Beard. I might have to edit it. No, I'm not. Mistakes are made. I'm sorry for the mistake. Where's it going? Yeah, when you get back to your favourite trad beers, then, you know, oh, I mean, seriously, look at this. You cannot, oh. Simon tore this box apart. Bless him. Look at this. Limited edition Old Master Hen. This masterful ale is bottle conditioned, giving the beer natural carbonation, complexity and depth of flavour that matures over time. Although the actual, I looked at the best before date and I think it's only April 2025. So when it says mature over time, you ain't really got, you know, long, but I reckon even if you left this for 5 years, 6 years, I'm sure it'll be all right. Intense yet balanced, this strong ale lingers gentle on the palate to delight the senses and make the moment complete. And it's signed at the bottom by, I would imagine, the top man. So, opening the box even more, to get into this, oh, the beer's trying to get out. It's like, hello, here I am. Hello, here I am. Welcome to the Spencer Arms Old Master Hen. Oh, and do you know what? I can feel that. I think that is the perfect temperature. Oh, it actually says on it, serve cool. Now that is cool. Not cold, cool, like it. So, welcome to the Spencer Arms Old Master Hen. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. Helping me with this stressful night of trying to sweep my neighbour's foul waste, bless them, out from getting in my garage. Masterful brew. So that's the box done. That's it. There's a few bits and bobs on the back. Labour of love, hidden depths of our brewer. Master is at work. Look at that. There he is, I believe. Anyway, let's set that to one side next to this nice bit of ambience light from the candle. Look at that. Hopefully I won't set fire to it. And let's get this open now. Where's it? I want to be able to see this. I should have a better bottle opener. Oh, so a little bit of hiss there on the opening. I'm looking forward to this. So, Old Master Hen, time for you to dive out of this and into this glass, my friend. Now, it is a bottle conditioned beer, and I'm going to have my first, I'm going to pour it carefully, and I'm going to have my first taste without any of the sediment in it. But then I'm going to swill it around. Oh, it's making a nice fizz, and then I'm going to swill it round and I'm going to get that sediment in the glass. So I shall leave that little bit for in a minute. So yes, there is a nice level of carbonation in there. Look, can you see it rising in the glass? Look at that. That is a very nice level of carbonation. And the head is literally alive. Look at the bubbles appearing at the top and sort of like active. The carbonation on that is incredible. Look at that, a nice, very dark, rich looking amber colour as you'd expect. Oh. Now, on the first nose, that smells like speckled hen. It smells like speckled hen, like old speckled hen. But there is a little bit more, there's a bit more richness to that. It's going mental in this glass. It is literally, is there a widget in this? I keep looking at these glasses sometimes. I don't think there is. It's literally going mental in this glass. Look at it. I'll have to check to see. Now, when I taste beer of any description, I like to swill it around my mouth. I don't like to really just get it straight down. I do like to do things like that because you get a different level of flavours if you swill it around your mouth. I always find that will bring out any of the sort of hop bitterness and things like that by swilling it around your mouth, getting the carbonation going, circling around your mouth. But if you have a sip and let it just flow down, I find personally you're less likely to get as much of that bitterness from any hops, and you get more of the back off the malts and things. So full-bodied and warming with masses of characteristic toffee and fruit. I love a beer that has toffee caramel taste. I love Everard's Old Original. I love it when it's right, when we get the balance right. Since they've moved, they've had trouble with it. I did complain about it and I told them, and eventually it did, not through me, but it did get pulled off the shelves for a bit. Out the pubs stopped selling it until they got it right. So toffee and fruit, notes of citrus, orange and traditional English hop bitterness. This beer to sip and savour, being bottle conditioned, blah, blah, blah. So it smells of Old Speckled Hen. Like I say, it's got them citrusy notes. It's got that sort of you can smell the sort of fruity smell to it. Anyway, here we go. I feel like I need a countdown for this. Oh, that is warming. That's the perfect temperature. That is cool. That is warming. I drank last night. I was drinking a 7.4%. Well, lid on it still. This 7.4%. That didn't taste as alcoholic. That warms. You feel it in the pit of your stomach. Now then, toffee, caramel sort of notes, tasting, no, absolutely fantastic. It's fruity. There is a tad, there is some bitterness from the hops, which is quickly balanced by the complexity of the malts. And it just leaves you sort of stunned, really. As you can tell, I've been drinking Speckled Hen for a long while. Before me and Craig used to drink cider a lot because when I go out with him, I felt it was unfair that he could drink beer. Then gluten-free beers, so I drank cider with him. Gluten-free beers got better. Speckled Hen was the best one we were having, as what you could buy from the supermarket. Peroni did a good one. But now there's loads of craft gluten-free beers. So we've been on them a bit, but to come backwards to the Master Hen. Oh, it's just getting better and better. It's like it's laced my taste buds now. So it's allowing everything to build. It is smooth. It's also lively. I'm getting the smells now. It's like my taste buds have recognised the flavours, and then it's lending a hand to my nose to smell them flavours as well. I'm gonna get this sediment in it. Greene might tell me off for this, but you know, there we go. Now, it's not a completely clear beer, neither. But that could have been because I've just chucked the sediment in as well. But yeah, I think that's just gave the head a little more body to it. It is like a very nice coloured head as well. It's absolutely wonderful. The caramel, the toffee and caramel flavours. Oh, now I really made sure. Oh, honestly, the caramel flavour. Oh, that's really starting to line in my mouth. Now I really made sure that I was thinking, what should I eat? What should I eat? I need some food, because I've been overindulging this week with Janie being away. You'll see this as different videos come, and I thought, what food should I have? Because I drank a beer, like a sort of like a very cheap IPA, which session IPA, which afterwards I'm thinking this is more of a lager, and then I've looked at other beer reviewers and they're sort of saying, yeah, it's like a not bad, like quite a nice German lager. I won't put it as a session IPA. But I had a curry, a really hot curry, homemade curry, and then I came and had that, and it sort of like really made it. It had a nice sweet back end, and it was, you know, it wasn't very bittery, it wasn't very hoppy or whatever, but it was a nice, well balanced sort of like, not session IPA, but like just a beer. You know, I just wish it hadn't labelled itself as that. So tonight I thought. So I think that had a play on the tastes, because I then bought another one and tried it the next night, and I didn't. You'll see when I do the video. I didn't like it. I thought, what? Crush the can. What am I doing? Let's get back to some of these top quality beers. But this, I've had 3 rounds of toast, because I thought, well, you know, that's sort of wheat, is it? Is there sort of any wheat in here? I don't know. I don't imagine there might be a bit. I don't know. I think it's all about the blooming malts. But I didn't want anything to ruin my taste buds with this. I've not cleaned my teeth, and I've just had a few rounds of bread. So swilling that round my mouth ignites the carbonation again. It ignites the very subtle hop sort of flavours and bitterness, and then it electrifies the caramel and the toffee. Just then come dancing in and mix perfectly with that, with the hops, and it's so well done, Greene King. Well done, Mr. Master Brewer. Absolutely spot on. You have produced a beer that is brought my love of speckled hen to the front. And the great thing the great thing about it is I don't think this is going to ruin speckled hen. I still think you can grab yourself an old speckled hen and enjoy that after this. This is just a little bit more warming, well, a lot more warming, a lot more sort of like full-bodied, complexed, stickier. But not sweet, which I think they've really done a great job of that, because it would be all too easy, I think, for this beer to be sweet. And now, even though it's almost gluing my lips together with the stickiness, it's just smashing the flavours out and bringing all that malty craft beer, as Simon's sort of like put it, crafting a beer with malts. Amazing. So, right, I don't want to go on too much. It's literally a fantastic beer. £5, is it worth it? Absolutely. I'm going to have that displaying at the Spencer Arms now. The bottle's going to live in the Spencer Arms. That's not going anywhere. I'm going to try and get myself to Waitrose and get a few of these. I'll probably get 3 of these. One for my dad when he hopefully has a beer again. He's had things that sort of stopped him drinking. And then one to probably have again, and one to leave as long as I dare before I try it. So yeah, so proud to put this on the channel, proud to display the box and the bottle in here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and also give me any beer reviewing tips. I'm all ears. But regardless of being able to smell what it says there, the orange, I mean, there's even like, it is fruity, like a sweet fruit that I get every time I put it up to my nose, but I can't quite catch what it is. I think there's so much going on in there. You've just got it. It's fruity, you know. It's citrusy. It's fruity. It's malty. It's toffee. It's caramel. It's lively. It's calming. It's warm. It's beautiful. So like, regardless of whether I can smell the earth that the hops came out of, is irrelevant to me, because it just tastes brilliant. So yeah, thank you for watching. Unedited video finally, and thanks to all the likes and putting up with me, because I do waffle. Right, anyway, 24-minute beer review video. Go and buy this, enjoy it, and don't nick it, just sip it. I mean, I've gone a bit too fast anyway. Bye bye, see ya.